Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYGO with a YGO Omega daily duel video, playing some Dinomorphia with the chains behaving correctly today. We always appreciate that. Opponent gets to go first, which so far has been pretty bad for the Dinomorphia deck. We don't... Oh god, opponent activates Drytron Nova, so this is probably about as close to unwinnable as it can be. Summons Zeta, summons Relinquish Anima, activates Zeta, pitches Megalith Ophiel, summons Zeta. So we can't play through really any board, but a Drytron board especially. We do have draws on the side, which is going to be super relevant. Grabs the Ritual Spell. See what else our opponent has. Opponent not even sure what they have. The problem with Drytron is you can never be sure if they just like completely bricked and don't have anything, or they just have so many options that they need some time to think through what they are. Activates Mediona's Drytron, so not what this deck wants to be doing. Summons Ophiel, activates Ophiel, grabs full, Link summons Anaconda, and the sad thing is, because we're based on trap cards, DPE just kind of shreds this deck, because we set all our back row, and then on our end phase, opponent blows up one of our back row, and then our domain can only be used in the main phase. Alright, activates Destroyer Phoenix, blows up the Anaconda. Set 1. So, really bad Drytron start, but I'm still not even sure we can get through it. Standby. Phoenix Enforcer comes back. Activates it again. Blows up Scythe. Jokes on our opponent. We don't care at all about Scythe. So this might actually work to our advantage if we can find an Ice Dragon's Prison and then summon back Phoenix Enforcer. Opponent Lancius us, so we can't pros. Oh, opponent! Like, every time there's a glimmer of hope, it just gets snatched away. Well, normal summon Therizia, activate Therizia, set. Already have domain. Probably alert, honestly. Set alert. Set torrential, set domain. If we could prosperity for an Ice Dragon's Prison, I would not hate where we're at, but because we can't. Alright, Phoenix Enforcer comes back. So opponent lets us go to main phase. Alright, they do, so domain is alive at the very least. But now we have another chance of getting Drytron comboed. Torrential helps a little bit, but it will not help us deal with Phoenix Enforcer. Activates another Nova. That might be pretty close to scoop time, for being completely honest. Summons an Alpha. Summoning Alpha's fine. So we know our opponent has full. Link summons into Phoenix, activates Phoenix, discards Prosperity. Opponent's last card is full. They target domain. We chain domain, pay 4,000 life points. No response. We summon Ketragina. Dump Diplos from deck. Therizia from deck. Summon. So we can make this have 2,000. So we can make this a 3,000 attack. So we summon an attack. Opponent thinking through their options. It has to be Alpha, Tribute Full, Search Benten, activate Zeta, Tribute Benten, right? Like, I'm not sure what else there is. Opponent's down to the red hourglass, though. Catcher Gene is summoned. We will not use its effect. Activates Alpha, Tributes Full. Just like we saw coming. Summons Alpha. Searches Ben 10. Activate Zeta, Tribute Ben 10. See what they search off. Do I want a Torrential here? So what's the worst that happens if we Torrential here? They search a fairy that's big enough to kill us? I think if we Torrential here, they probably can't get back the Ritual spell. Okay, this might be suicidal, but we're going to activate Torrential. Probably lose Alert. Well, almost certainly lose Alert. Opponent chains Phoenix Enforcer. Sure. So it has to be blow up our back row, and then I guess it doesn't matter because the entire board's getting wrathed. Searches Diviner. Phoenix Enforcer triggers. Katrina on 1. Therizia on 2. Banish the Torrential. Summon Diplos from the grave. Summon Therizia from the grave. Activate Therizia. Probably not going to activate Diplos. Set another domain. And now I would feel fine if it weren't that Phoenix Enforcer still just beats us completely on its own. Opponent has Diviner, but I'm not sure what Diviner does with no live Drytrons. Can also get to Celestial. Summons Diviner. Can probably send Untus, blow up the domain. Sends Untus. Untus target the domain. Sure. What if we should have set Sonic instead if we knew we were losing it? Alright, opponent draws 2 cards. We needed them to have not drawn Gamma / way to summon Gamma. Anything other than that, I think we're okay. Opponent sets a back row. Not very scary in Drytron. We draw a Solemn Judgment. Not amazing. Standby. Phoenix Enforcer comes back. Summon Phoenix Enforcer. Activate Prosperity, banish 3. Probably Logia, access code Celine. The rest of these all have some ways that they might potentially deal with Phoenix Enforcer. We're going to grab Fossil Dig. Put 2 back. Activate Fossil Dig. Search Gilosaurus. Summon Dolka. Now we can negate the Phoenix Enforcer, potentially. Oh, wait. We can't special Gilasaurus because our opponent can just summon Scythe back. I guess we have Dolka. That could be okay. Alright, so we're going to go to battle. Opponent activates Destroyer Phoenix. We're going to activate Dolka, detach Therizia. Oh my god. Opponent has a Droplet, negates Dolka. Phoenix Enforcer resolves, blows up Droplet and Diplo. Special... Guess it's worth trying. Special Gilasaurus. Our opponent knows we have it. Do they think to summon Scythe? If they summon Scythe, we scoop. Like, we're like literally dead on board. Alright, opponent summons Scythe. Did it activate? Normal Diplo. No effective Diplo. We can't special summon from the extra deck, and we scoop it up. Alright, that was very painful. There was so many things that went right for us, and it still didn't even matter. So I think either way, going first or second, we want draws against this deck. Sanctum and Scythe. Our opponent would scythe us a couple times. We're going to scythe them back. Imperm seems meh against this deck. Sonic just doesn't seem good in general. Gilasaurus should be good against this deck, but couldn't make it work that time. Judgment? No, we'll keep Judgment. Good on Ice. Ice Shock Experience is good. It's horrible against Drytrons, but it's good against DPE. Maybe we don't bring in draws. We just go Sanctum Scythe and then all our back row and hope it's enough. We'll try it like that. Plenty of stuff for going second. Well, we have Sanctum Scythe and very little else. Normal Therizia, activate Therizia. Set Sonic to negate a Lightning Storm. Set Strike. Set Sanctum. Set Strike. Opponent, give a response on your turn to our setting back row. Set Strike. And pass the turn. What does our opponent have? Are they just like on all chain? Try to go to the end phase. Opponent draws a card. Can you play through 6th back row? Opponent. Five back row. Therizia is not a back row as much as we would like it to be. I do like the Dinomorphia deck. I feel like these cards have a lot of potential. They're just missing like a way to go second. Like they need to have something. Opponent's back to the red hourglass again. Our opponent, I wonder if they're just like AFKing a lot, or their connection's really bad, or if they actually have to think through if Drytron plays. Like we're negating most things that our opponent could do. Like I think we negate just about any Drytron effect because at least their first one, because then we know they're 2-for-1ing themselves. Opponent is down to about a minute. I would not complain about a timeout win as badly as that first game went for us. Like anything we can do to steal this win, we will take it. All right, opponent activates Fafnir. We will not negate Fafnir. Summon grabs Nova. Activates Nova. Didn't give themselves a lot of time for Drytron combos. Like, put yourself down to 45 seconds on the clock and then have to make all these decisions. It's a living dangerously. Summons Alpha, sure. Thought for just a little too long about summoning the best card in Drytron, the best Drytron card. Not the best card in Drytron, so it's very obviously Ben 10, but the best Drytron card. Link Summon. We did play around Anima, conveniently. Relinquished Anima is special summoned. Opponent 20 seconds. Activates Alpha. Discards a Zeta. Well, we will definitely strike that. No Ben 10 for you, opponent. See if they have a way to summon the Zeta. 10 seconds. They do. They activate Zeta. Tributing. 5 seconds. Opponent's about the Gamma. Okay, so I think we let Zeta go. And then if they Gamma, try to tribute Zeta, we negate that. If they try to summon a Verte, we negate that. Opponent 3 seconds on the clock, and they time themselves out. So if you're playing on Omega, don't walk away for 2 minutes and then come back if you're playing a deck. Like, Dinomorphia, you could probably get away with it because you just set 5 and pass. Drytron, you need your time when playing Drytrons, but we will take it. That first game did not look super great for us, but opponent got careless, I guess. GG.